So when we are adding 3 for both, we are getting 5 to 6. So whatever we have done is correct. They ask what must be added or what must be subtracted. Assume x. Students, if you observe, here B matches, but here B and B are not same. What is a B here? 3. What is a B here? 6. It's a direct proportion. More the time you lift the water, more volume of water is pumped. Welcome to the session, dear students. Today we'll go ahead with problems of ratios and proportions. So these are all standard 2-mark questions which you can expect for your board exams. What must be added to each term in the ratio 2:3 so that it becomes 5:6? They're asking you what you should add so that 2:3 becomes 5:6. So let us assume, let x is added to the ratio to each term of 2:3 to get 5:6. This is our assumption. So whatever we assumed, we write it in the form of math. So for 2:3 means for 2 by 3, 2:3 can be written as 2 by 3. What we are adding? We are adding x. X is added so that it will become, so 2:3 becomes what? 5:6. So it becomes 5 by 6. Now cross multiply and simplify. Bring 6 to this side. So 6 into 2 plus x is equal to 5 into 3 plus x. Simplify this. 6 2s are 12 plus 6x is equal to 5 into 3 is 15 plus 5x. Now rearrange. So it will become 6x minus 5x is equal to 15 minus 12. So now 6x minus 5x is equal to what? 15 minus 12. So simplify this. 6x minus 5x is x. X is equal to what? 3. I got x. So therefore 3 must be added. So what must be added? 3 must be added, so that the ratio 2:3 becomes 5:6. You can check that also. So verification is not necessary, just to make you comfortable. See, verification. For 2:3, what we have done? For 2 we added 3, and what is the other ratios? 3. 3 also we added 3. So what happens? 2 plus 3 is 5 and 3 plus 3 is 6. So we got 5:6, hence the proof. So when we are adding 3 for both, we are getting 5:6. So whatever we have done is correct. So always spare some 10 seconds to verify. Verification is not necessary. So once you verify, you will come to know whether you are right or not. Next, what must be subtracted from each term in the ratio 7:4 so that it becomes 5:2? Again, we'll assume let x must be subtracted. Let x is subtracted. We'll assume x is subtracted from each term of 7:4 to get, so that after you subtract, what you will get? 5:2. So again, write it in mathematical form. So 7:4 can be written as 7 by 4. From this I am subtracting x. I am assuming x must be subtracted. So 7 minus x by 4 minus x is equal to, it will give you what? 5:2, means it will give 5 by 2. Now cross multiply. That implies by cross multiplication 2 into 7 minus x is equal to 5 into 4 minus x. Now further simplify. 7 into 2 is 14 minus 2x is equal to 5 4s are 20 minus 5x. Further rearrange. So we have 14 minus 2x is equal to 20 minus 5x. So group all x terms to one side. So I'll transfer x to this side, or bring all the x terms to one side. So and non-x terms to other side. So here we have minus 5x, bring this side, so that implies it will become plus 5x, and we have minus 2x is equal to 20. Transfer 14 to RHS, it will become minus 14. So 5x minus 2x is 3x, 20 minus 14 is 6, and x is 6 by 3. 3 ones are 3 twos are. So you got x is equal to what? 2. X value we got exactly what? 2. So therefore what is the conclusion? 2 must be subtracted. 2 must be subtracted. What must be subtracted? 2 must be subtracted to get the ratio. I am repeating. If you want, you can verify. So better we verify. So what is the verification? So we'll take the given ratio. What is the given ratio? 7:4. From 7 by 4, subtract what? 2. So if I subtract, what I'll get? 7 minus 2 becomes 5, and 4 minus 2 becomes 5. So I'll get 5 by 2, that is 5:2, hence verified. So we want to get 5:2 only according to them. So therefore what must be subtracted? 2 must be subtracted. If they ask what must be added or what must be subtracted, assume x. So and from the original ratio is 7:4, in that subtract x from each term, you'll get the required value. If a is to b is 2:3, they gave, and b is to c is 3:5, and c is to d is 5:7, find a is to d. They want a is to d or a by d. So dear students, they gave a is to b. What is a is to b given? 2:3. Again they gave b is to c. B is to c, they gave 3 by 5. And they gave also c is to d. C is to d. If you see, what is c is to d given? 5 by 7. See, clearly if you observe, the ratios, the terms are same. Here b is 3, here also b3. Here c is 5, here c is 5. So when the b terms, see, second term is b, here first term is b, 3 matches, 5 matches. Then you can multiply. So I'll consider, so can I say, consider a by b into b by c into c by d. Substitute. What is a by b? A by b means a is to b, that is 2 by 3, into, then I will take b by c. B by c is 3 by 5. Then I will take c is to d. C by d 5 by 7. So I took the values. Now cancel the terms. 3 cancels. 5 cancels. I am left out with 2 by 7. Here b cancels, c cancels. I am left out with a by d. So that implies I got the value of a is to d. Therefore a is to d is what? 2:7. A is to d is 2 by 7, or a is to d is 2:7. See, when we can use this means, see here b matches and the b value should match. See here b is 3, here also b3. Here c is second term is c, second term consequent is 5. Here also c is 5. 5 matches. If it does not match, we should use a common multiplier. You should find a multiple to make them same. But here problem is simple. In both the cases b value is 3. In both the cases c value is 5, like that. If it matches directly, if I multiply, I will get the answer. If a is to b is 2 by 3, they gave a is to b is given as 2:3. This is given. B is to c is 6 by, so b is to c is 6:13. And they want a, b, c, a is to b is to c. Dear students, if you observe, here b matches, but here b and b are not same. What is the b here? 3. What is the b here? 6. In second ratio, b value is 6, but in first ratio, b value is 3. It does not match. If you go to the last problem, it matches. In first case, b is 3. In second case also, b is 3. It matches. But here, it does not match. Here it is 3, but here it is 6. So that's why multiply and make it same. Make it same. How to make it same? I'll take a is to b. B is repeated term. So in these two b repeated, but the b value is different. Here 3 and 6. That's why we'll make them same. So correct as 1. What I'll do? Multiply. A is to b is what? 2:3 is given. Extra step is what? Multiply 2 on both sides. 2. Multiply 2 for the ratio. For the ratio, so it will become a is to b becomes 2 into 2 is 4, is to 2 3s are 6. For, see, if it is 2 by 3 in maths, I can multiply 2 by 3 into 2 into 2. So it will become 4 by 6. That's what I have done. Now you got a is to b, and given b is to c you take. So what is given? So that implies what is a by b now? A by b is 4 by 6. and given, what is given? B by C. B by C means B is to C means B by C 6 by 13. So now we have A by B. What is A by B? 4 by 6, and we know B by C is 6 by 13. Now we'll multiply 1 and 2. So this is, now multiply them. Consider A by B into B by C. So that is 4 by 6. A by B means 4 by 6. B by C means 6 by 13. So now B cancels. You will get A is to C. What is A is to C? 4 is to 13. Therefore, A is to B is to C is A is 4 and B is, common value for B is 6. In both the cases B is 6, 13. So A is to B is to C is 4 is to 6 is to 13. So dear students, it is simple. The other way of doing it is, as soon you see they gave A is to B. What is A is to B? 2 is to 3. And the other one B is to C. What is B is to C? 6 is to 13. So here multiply this by 2 because this 2 matches. So now new A is to B is 2 3 is a 6 is to 3 2 is a, sorry, 2 2 is a 4 is to 2 3 is a 6. Now it matches. So now you can take the ratio. A is to B is to C is, A value is 4, B value any one you can take. Here also it is same, here also it is same, 6 is to 13. In 3 steps also you can do. What I have done? So in second case B was 6, so multiply first case with 2, numerator and denominator. So it will become 2 2 is a 4, 3 2 is a 6. Now matches. Once it matches, you can take directly A is to B is to C. A means 4, B means 6, and C means 13. A, B, C you can take. Then H takes 3 hours to pump 2500 liters, 3 hours of water. How much time it will take to pump 15,000 liter? Time taken to pump out 15,000 liter. So we'll make 2 columns. I'll make 2 columns. One is time, the other one is what? Volume of water. Volume. 3 hours for 2500 liters. And they are asking how much time it will take. X amount, X time it will take to pump out 15,000 liters. So dear students, it's a direct proportion. More the time you lift the water, more volume of water is pumped. So for 3 hours 2500, for 15,000 liters how much is the time is the question. First you should decide whether it is direct or indirect. When can you say direct? If one increases, other also increases, then it is direct. If one increases, if other also increases, then we call it as direct. No, this is direct. So therefore what you should do, because it is direct, the relation, it's a direct proportion. So what we can do, 3 is to 6, 3 is to x, this by this is as 2500 is to 15,000. Now take product of extremes is equal to product of means. Take product of extremes is equal to product of means. So that is 3 into 15,000 is equal to x into 2500, or x into 2500 is equal to 3 into 15,000. Then we need x. X is what? 3 into 15,000 divided by 2500. Now 2 cancels. Now 5 3s are 15, 5 5s are 25. So then we have 0 is there, sorry. 5 1s are 5, 60s are. So 5 6s are, sorry. 5 1s are 5 6s are. So 3 into 6, 18. So therefore x is what? Time, 18 hours. Write the conclusion. So therefore to lift 15,000 liters of water, 18 hours time is required. 18 hours time is required. I hope all of you got this. They want you to find the time required. So first, time and volume of liter pumped or water lifted. So time 3 hours, 2500 liters lifted, and for 15,000 x hours will take. And this is a direct proportion. If one increases, other also increases. So it's a direct proportion. For direct proportion, cross multiply. When you cross multiply, you will get the required value. I hope all of you got this. Now we'll go to the question number 30. On certain job, one man worked 7 hours. One man worked 7 hours. Another man worked 15 hours. So if the job paid rupees 44, divide the pay according to the number of hours he had. To divide the pay according to the number of hours. So now I'll take the ratio. So now 7 is to 5. So I have to divide. So the question is simple. Divide amount of rupees. How much? So divide 44 rupees in the ratio what? 7 and 15. 7 is to 15. So now our task is to divide 44 in the ratio 7 is to 15. So you know how to divide. So sum of the ratio we calculate. What is sum of the ratio? Sum of the ratio is always, if you want to divide, first you should add the ratio 7 plus 15. 7 plus 15, that gives you 22. So now I have to divide 7 and 15. So now 7 by 22, one of the value of the antecedent by total ratio into 44. So now 22 2 is a 44, 7 2 is a 14. So one person will get 14 rupees and the other person 44 minus 14, that is 30, or you can do by ratio only. Ratio only if you want to do. Remaining is what? Out of 44 you are spending already, you are spending 14 rupees. 44 minus 14 is 30, 30 you will get, or if you want to go by the other method, 15 divided by 22 into 44. Same, 22 ones are 22 twos are 2 into 15 is 30 rupees. So conclusion, a person who worked 7 hours gets rupees 14, and a person who worked 15 hours gets rupees 30. So this is the conclusion. So I hope all of you understood this. So today we have done problems on ratio and also we have done problems on proportion. So in both the cases, so if you want A is to B is to C, so we will make B same. And then if direct proportion, if one increases other also increases, we say direct proportion. So A, B, X, Y means if it is direct proportion, we'll take A is to B is as X is to Y, then we do product of extremes is equal to product of means, and we'll solve the problems to get the answers. That is the type of problems we have covered in today's session. Thanks for attending. I'll see you in my next session. Thank you.